Now we've got our dal, we've got our bisque and our stock made. Now I want to show you how to make a really fast and light soup. It's a yogurt soup. It's also an Indian soup. It's called curry. And once again, we start with a vigar. Okay. So this time, instead of butter, ghee, I'm using cooking oil. All right. Get that hot. I put it into this pan. It's already hot. The spices are a little different this time. We have cumin and the black mustard seed. Always have those in the vigar. A little bit less of these. Okay. I put those in. And I also have a cinnamon stick that I've kind of just broken into pieces. I put that in there, and it looks like I've got 10 cloves, okay, whole cloves. And I'm going to let those cook. Okay? Once the vigar starts to pop, then we're ready. You can hear now, I can see the cumin starting to turn just a little reddish brown. Here the mustard's starting to pop. Okay, it's ready. I'm going to add a little flour to this. Okay? You need to add the flour so that the yogurt will break up. This will keep the yogurt smooth. I have about 1.5 cups of yogurt here, and that goes in. Goes right in. And some chopped chilies. These are roasted Anaheim chilies. A few of those, a little bit, 1/2 cup or so. Okay, let that cook. Now once the yogurt comes to a boil, it'll start to thicken up a little bit. And then I'll add a little bit of water. You could use your vegetable stock. For this, I just want to add water. Okay? A little bit. That was about 2 cups. Now I let this boil. Okay, a little bit of salt, right? 1/2 teaspoon of salt, say. That's about right. You can also use some bay leaves with this. Or what else is good, they sell in the Asian food markets either curry leaves or what's really nice, if you can find them in season, is the fresh lime leaves that they have. And when you make the vigar, once your spices are cooked, you add the leaves just before you add the flour, and then you add the yogurt. Okay, you can add chilies to this. You can make it hot, or you can make it mild. You know, but this has a nice, a tart flavor. It's really refreshing. Okay, it has a little bit of what would you say, heat, right? A little bit of spicing heat, but it's a good soup on a hot day. It's really nice for a hot lunch. Okay, and this goes really well with basmati rice. Okay, now you bring this up to a boil, and it'll stay fairly thin, right? You can make it thicker by using more oil in the beginning, and then you add a little more flour. That'll thicken up the soup. It'll be a little more heavy, but you know, I like the curry a little light. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got our dal. It's just about ready. Okay, the beans are cooking nicely, and all of that. So here you have the stock, which is your basic, building block of the soups. Okay, we started with that, and then we made the bisque and the dal and the curry, and really all these soups are very different. They're each complement almost any meal. I would serve the bisque with a European meal, and the dal and the curry with a more Eastern type of a meal. The dal is better in the winter. The curry is better in the summer. So that's a small sampling of soups, and I know on another vegetarian kitchen we'll be doing more soups. I'll go into greater depth. There's so many, almost an infinite number of soups, right? So many ingredients, so many different styles of things. So anyway, that concludes this show. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but this soup is just about ready. And it takes maybe 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, and this soup is done. Once it comes to a boil, you cook it 4 or 5 minutes, and then your curry is ready, and you're set to go. So, I just want to thank you for coming to Vegetarian Kitchen, and please join me again.